Hello, beautiful people. It's your boy Kenshiro. We're back with another episode of Live from Junkie Nation. It's Thursday. Happy Friday Eve to everyone out there. We got the usual giggling guests with us, I guess. We got GQ. What's up, man?
Hey, it's good to be here. It's good to be
Yeah,
back.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. We got the great Datakuji. What's going on, man?
I got the great hiccups that's going on right now, and I don't know why in the heck I got the great hiccups, but I got the great hiccups.
Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for that. We got Krusty joining us today. Hey, girl.
Howdy ho!
Okay. She's still feeling whatever them women things are
Like
that
boo
she's
boo
feeling.
crumbs.
Boo
Something
boo.
like that. I
Yeah.
yeah, I guess so. In any case, we're coming to you today. Thursday is our usually our video game slash television day, and of course, keeping with the theme of the week, which is villains, we're going to be doing the best TV and video game villains that are out there. Hope you're going to enjoy this conversation because we certainly are, whether you do or you don't. So let's move on to the news of the day. First things up, of course, is the very sad and tragic news of the passing of another musical icon, Prince Rogers Nelson, aka Prince, aka the Funky One. He's passed away at the ripe young age of 57. Um, most of us pretty much grew up, with Prince and Michael kind of battling it out for the popularity of the pop charts. Prince was a musical genius. He's definitely left his mark on this world, and he'll be sorely missed. Daikuji, your thoughts?
Well, yeah, it is a pretty much a sad day, I guess, but it's I hate sounding like I don't know what's the word I'm gonna say. It's like I can always listen to his music, which is I think a good thing, but we probably won't get any more unless he had stuff on the back burner that was done that somebody could release.
I think he was
So
working on a new album actually. So yeah,
yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks when somebody who you like listening to their music or watching their movies or what have you. But the thing I try to always remember is that those things don't disappear when they go because they made their mark and their legacy here. So you can always pull up whatever you want and still relive it.
yeah, that's very true. GQ, your thoughts on the passing of Prince?
Um, eh, More or less, just basically the same thing that Ikuchi said. I mean, it's like you always have his music to listen to. It is messed up when somebody that was that talented, does pass on. I mean, but everybody has. I say it all the time. Everybody has their set time. So when that time is here, you really can't fight the Reaper. But it always does suck when somebody that's really good goes, passes on, and it's like he had more ready to go because I mean the dude passed away in his studio, probably working on something else. So it kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
Crystal, you have you're younger than we are, but
Mhm.
you appreciated the musical genius of Prince, didn't you? What did you think of him
Yeah,
passing?
I did. I was pretty saddened by it because I mean, my family can tell you this. My first iPod I got, I think I downloaded all the Prince albums, and that's
Mm,
like the one thing I always listen to.
mm-hmm.
So it kind of hits me close. I have lot of good memories, listen to music and everything. But everybody has a moment.
Yeah, definitely a
That sucks.
sad, yeah, definitely a sad day for the passing of Prince, but not just the passing of Prince, but also the passing of China, WWE's
China.
China last night. Um, it was kind of a sucky 12-hour stretch there for a little bit of time. China passed also similar to the same way that Prince was found. I mean, she was found dead in her home, just like Prince was found dead in his home. Um, she was suffering from, I guess, anxiety or something like that, and I know she was on prescription pills or something like that. So you don't want to say that it was an overdose that took her life, but that's how a lot of these former superstar wrestlers end up going out sometimes. Um, so your thoughts on China's passing there, Datakuji?
Well, again, it just like for her is a little bit different because she's a wrestler and because some of the choices that she made basically got erased from the corporation's history, which sucks ass because she was like the first and only ever women's intercontinental champion. She used to go toe to toe with dudes, men,
All the time.
dudes, whatever. I mean, she did some great stuff in wrestling.
Uh huh.
She probably got her heart broken with somebody that was really close to the business and decided to give up on the business, which kind of sucks. And then,
Yeah.
not saying that porn is a bad thing because I think if people want to make a living, doing stuff that comes natural to human beings, by all means, go ahead and do it. But society, unfortunately, looks down on it, and
Of course.
so does people who hold that stuff. So kind of sucks that the path that she went down led her to where she was at, and it does kind of suck that she couldn't shake what
Demons.
a lot of people like to call demons
Yeah.
off,
Yeah.
and untimely took its toll. But my thoughts go out to everybody, all their families and whatnot, because it just regardless of what they have done, people are gonna be sad. So
GQ, your thoughts on
and
China's
that's
passing?
basically.
Watching years back, very cool person, very down to earth, easy to talk to, big as hell, obviously.
Obviously.
But I mean, again, it comes for us when we're not ready. Usually, nobody's ever gonna really be ready for that moment,
No.
unless they just, they're older and they know it's coming and they're ready for it. But when you're younger, middle aged, that sort of thing, it's usually just kind of like wow, it just comes out of nowhere. And especially for Prince and her, and also the guy one of the producers from James Bond films, within this like 12-hour span, it's like it definitely comes in threes. So, and then of course Doris Roberts recently. So I mean, it's like
Yeah.
okay, 2016 is like the ultimate villain for this this time around because it's
Indeed.
claimed quite a few already.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Without warning or any kind of if you're not prepared, your favorite people might be gone. Who's going to be next? I almost shudder to think. Yes, out there right now is a bunch of Deadpools, I'm sure, um, about who's going to be dying next. Krusty, did you watch a lot of wrestling, and were you a China fan?
I watched a lot of wrestling as a kid, and I wasn't really a China fan because I thought she was mean. um, so I don't really know much about her because I kind of stayed away from her. But it sucks. I mean, because I did know about her, and probably like a couple weeks I looked her up on Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it kind of sucks. I don't really know her or her story, but I feel for her family, especially so young.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt.
Yeah, and plus on top of that, the crazy thing is she was actually going to be here next month for the comic
More so
convention.
than,
So I
oh
mean,
yeah,
it's like
wow.
wow.
Yeah, that part kind of really sucks as well. Um, yeah. So in any case, let's move on. Who watched Legends of Tomorrow at all? Anybody? Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Nope. Let's not move on. We got a few more news items. Krusty, you had some you wanted to bring up. One of which being the confirmation that Robert Downey Jr. is officially joining Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yes,
What
yes.
can you tell us about that?
So a lot of people pretty much already figured, but he's officially going to be on it. So I mean, it's not really anything to say. I'm just excited to see Iron Man in the new Spider-Man film.
Are you okay? Is he your
I am. I'm pretty
is he
excited.
your favorite? What'd you say?
No, he's not my favorite, but I actually hate Iron Man, but I really like Robert Downey Jr. I think he's a really good actor.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So you're not
I like
excited to
what
see
I
Iron
like
Man
what
at
he looks
all?
like. I'm
Right.
excited to see Robert Downey Jr. in the film.
Who?
He's a good actor, and I like the way he acts as Iron Man. But I don't like Iron Man the character at all.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alrighty then.
sorry.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Too
I
much
don't
like
know.
Batman. Of course she doesn't.
Yeah.
How's he
It's
too
just
much like
Batman and
Batman?
Iron.
How's
I'm
he too much
rich. I
like
got lots of money, and I can do what I want.
Yeah, he builds his
I
own
have
stuff. He's
problems
not
because I
like
have
Batman
too
at
much
all.
money.
Hey, he's not Batman at all. Anyway,
What
uh,
the? The character was
Batman.
created for people to hate him.
What?
So that's why Stan Lee made the character. He made someone so vile that we should hate as people, but then people ended up loving Iron Man. That's why he made the character. So that's another reason why I hate him.
Okay. Here's the big kahuna.
Okay,
He's done snuck in.
Look it up. What up?
What's up, sir?
What's the happening?
Better late than never, I suppose.
Here's what makes me wonder with the Spider-Man and Iron Man thing though. I don't know if he's going to be Iron Man in the film at all, or if he's just going to be Tony Stark helping out Peter.
Now, see, based off of what we know about Civil War, we see where that actually could end up being happening. So, I'm with you. I think that is probably going to be the case. It would be cool if Iron Man showed up, but I think it's just going to be Robert Downey Jr. So Spider-Man can get all the shine that he needs to have. Your thoughts on Downey Jr. being in Spider-Man? Dado. Excuse me, Dado. Your thoughts?
Well, personally, I don't see how it could ever be considered a bad thing when you add more to movies, except for if you're DC, because they like to add 10 million bad guys, and then it becomes a travesty, i.e. Batman and Robin, i.e. Batman Forever and stuff. But regardless of that, he's not a villain, so adding more heroes... I mean, Spider-Man might need a mentor, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if in the comic books if he had somebody mentoring him or not. And I really don't know why Iron Man or Robert Downey Jr. would be in Spider-Man.
Crossover.
But yeah, they don't. I mean, personally, I don't think they really need it because it's Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure he can carry his own movie. But I think the reason why they're doing it is because all the Spider-Man movies failed. And oh no, excuse me, they didn't fail. The first two of the Sam Raimi were good. The last one was a piece of shit. The last two Amazing Spider-Mans weren't that bad, but it was something that was missing apparently.
Excuse
so
me.
maybe that.
Did you
maybe
say
that's
the
what's missing.
last two Sam Raimi Spider-Mans were pieces
The
of shit?
first two.
First two.
The last one sucks shit.
Well,
okay.
Adding him.
Right.
They're adding him to tie it closer into the Marvel universe. They like to tie Spider-Man to the Marvel universe.
I mean, that's cool.
That's why they're
I don't have
adding.
a problem with it.
And that makes sense. Yeah. No, and that makes perfect sense because in the origin story, thank God. So it's like, look, boom, we're gonna throw Spider-Man in. He's already been Spider-Man for a little while. We've seen, some of us have seen what happened in Civil War. So that the two of them working together makes sense. And who better to tie, Spider-Man in than another genius tech guy, Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't have Norman Osborn.
I think that's the route they're going.
Wasn't Norman Osborn like his mentor? I guess you could say.
He was.
That's somebody
at
he
one
looked
point.
up to.
He
Somebody
was.
he
Yeah.
looked up to.
Yeah, it was someone. He
So
looked up to.
maybe they're replacing that. Hopefully, Tony Stark won't go the same way as Norman Osborn because that'd be dumb as shit if they do that. But Marvel, the writers that work underneath Marvel know what the hell they're doing. Pretty sure he's just there to provide some kind of support, I'd assume.
Well, I think that's gonna be good. So Kahuna, you came in on the tail end. Let's backtrack a little bit. Get some of your thoughts on Prince's passing and China's passing. What did you think? How did the news hit you today?
Oh man. Well, first let's go back to China. That was pretty shocking. I was like, damn. When who was that posted that in there? Miao Yin. When Miao Yin, put that out there on the group.
Yeah.
China passed. I was like, okay, let me go ahead and every time you hear
Let's
somebody
vet
pass,
this.
you gotta do your Google.
Yeah, let's
You gotta
vet
do your
this.
Googles because a lot of those fake sites,
Oh,
pop
yeah.
up and people are quick to repost them.
Oh yeah.
So when it saw that it really was, I'm like, man, that's messed up. And me and GQ kind of talked about it a little bit in the comments where we said, I said, maybe WWE hopefully will change their mind about her, Hall of Fame induction, but as he stated, because of her porn past, they probably won't do that, and I mean that sucks because she really does deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. she was a game changer for the women. I mean, she was wrestling dudes. She was what, 2-time Intercontinental champ
Hmm.
and what, almost a heavyweight champ or something like that. I forgot her whole stats, but yeah, that was messed up. And then Prince, man, Prince was a kick in the nuts.
Yeah.
That I didn't.
Yeah.
That I didn't want to leave. I mean, you can believe that I did my Googles when that popped up. I mean, I did some hardcore researching. I was looking at even when I saw it on TMZ, I'm looking at the website because there's some fake TMZ sites too. I'm like making sure it's a legit site, and man, I mean, the dude is a legend. He's an icon.
Yes.
One of my favorite, man. I don't listen to soundtracks much, but the Batman soundtrack, and I still have that CD. I listen to that Batman soundtrack so much, and my pops Prince was one of his favorite artists too. So I heard a whole lot of Prince, and yeah, like I said, the Batman soundtrack for the Tim Burton's Batman, that soundtrack was just
Dope.
awesome, man.
It was dope, man. It was dope.
So yeah, we definitely lost a huge legend, huge icon. As you
Yes.
can see throughout social media, I mean, that literally broke the internet.
Yeah. Yeah. That one.
Bro-
That one hurt a lot. That one hurt a lot
Yeah,
because no
yeah, I
one.
don't
No one
get.
expected that. No one.
Yeah, because you hear about the celebrity things and you kind of like, man, that's fucked up. Blah blah blah. Not too many celebrity deaths really like get to people,
Yeah.
but Prince did because
Yeah.
dude, everybody loved Prince.
Yeah. Yeah. That's absolutely true. So, let's get your thoughts on also on Tony Stark being in Spider-Man: Homecoming. What do you think about that?
I think it's cool. I mean, I want to know. I am curious of what his role is going to be in there. I mean, obviously, we do see some stuff in Civil War,
Hmm.
um, which I'm sure is probably going to dive into that further or something like that. But hey, more Tony Stark, more Robert Downey Jr. I'll
It's
take
always a
it.
good thing. Always a good
It's
thing.
always a good thing to me.
Just like Krusty had said. Always a good thing. Okay, let's move on to
Yeah.
some other news. A few other things that we got to real quick, and then we can move on to the main topic, or we can move on to Legends tomorrow if some of us watch it. Kahuna, I know was out and about, so I know he didn't get to watch it. Uh, he didn't get to watch Legends tomorrow. He was a little busy. That's cool though. Game of Thrones was renewed at HBO. Um,
Oh my god.
here's the first thing I got to say about that. That's great and all, but yeah, I need George's R. R. Martin to really finish that whole thing, so we can like put a wrap
Nope.
on,
He
put
ain't
a
gonna
wrap on
finish
this
the
whole
books,
thing.
man. He's just gonna continue him on the freaking.
No,
Why do the books? Just do a TV
the
show.
way it's going, 2016 gonna take him too before he
Shoot,
finishes the book.
he might be the one that's gonna cash out before the books get done. How tragic would that be?
That's what everybody was scared of. Everybody,
Yeah.
The books though, just do the TV show. Whatever you're gonna put in the books, put it in TV show. Don't have to worry about it. Then if he
Hey,
passes,
hey,
then somebody
Hold
can
on.
come
Let me-
what
along.
about us who like reading the books? The
Yeah.
books are completely different,
yeah,
like
Of course, 'cause the
happening
books have your
storyline.
imagination, descriptions of everybody, including her butt, pimples, and her penis. You're gonna freaking have that stuff in there. So, of course, they're better than the TV show. What I'm saying is,
GQ, you were getting ready to say GQ.
I cannot.
No, I mean, my thing is for real though. It's like, was this ever in danger of being canceled? Isn't this like one of HBO's #1 shows
Oh
right
no,
now?
not at all, not at all.
Yeah, when
I think it's
yeah,
one
when
of
that
more
news, when that
expensive.
news broke, it doesn't even seem like a surprise. Like I don't even
It's
see that
like,
as really
oh,
news.
for real.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah,
Well-
this just in. Disney's gonna move forward with plans to do Marvel's Infinity War.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was other news with it. There was other news. Veep was
Oh
being
no,
renewed.
I wasn't
Um,
knocking the news like
Yeah.
I mean in general, like
Yeah.
it being out on the media. They made it sound like it
Yeah.
was in danger and it's saved. Like, dude, they wasn't gonna cancel Game of Thrones.
So
Right.
here's
This
yeah.
just in. They're gonna make some more Disney animated films.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Exactly. But I for one am super excited that Game of Thrones comes back on this Sunday, because I'm eager to see what's going to happen with our Khaleesi. She looks like she's in trouble, man. So
Yep.
I can't wait to find out what's going on there, and if obviously Jon Snow ain't dead, obviously. So we
He's gonna become a zombie.
okay. Oh yeah, maybe
Zombie.
that
He's
might
gonna be a
be.
night zombie,
Um, and I want to
and
see
he's
what
gonna
happens
help
with
take
Arya now
over.
that she's kind of lost her vision and stuff like that. That looks
Yeah.
crazy, So
Her story just started getting good. First it
yeah,
was
it
hella
did.
boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Talking about
kind of liked
Khaleesi, I
it.
thought hers was best.
No, talking about
Beautiful.
Arya's quest for vengeance.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
care about them either, man. You get rid of the Lannisters, get rid of the friggin' whatever the friggin' those Jon Snow's family,
You
adopted
can't get
family.
rid
I
of
get
the
rid of all of
you
them.
can't get rid of the
all of
Lannisters. You can't get
All
rid of
those
the Lannisters, dude.
suck. They didn't kill all of them. They suck.
You can't
I
get
ain't
rid of the
gonna have
Lannisters,
Daenerys.
dude.
That's just it.
Right, they suck. The
No,
best
man.
part was
No,
about
man.
friggin' Khaleesi trying to get her damn kingdom back. Those was the best part. They paid little attention to it. You had some bitch ass asshole that wasn't even the king being a king, and it was like everybody loved it when they killed his ass.
Oh yeah,
Everybody
they did.
loved it.
You
Because
talking about
everybody hated
Joffrey?
Joffrey. Everybody hated
Yeah,
that fool.
fuck
Bitch.
Joffrey.
They could kill all the Lannisters, nobody give a shit. They kill off Khaleesi, bet you they riot. Bet all riot.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Was
Kill off
See, I haven't really watched Game
the
of Thrones
peck,
too much.
kill off the
But
peck.
But isn't Joffrey like that young king guy that was an
Yeah,
Yeah,
asshole?
that little
Yeah, the
bitch
one.
ass
Yeah,
king.
the little
Yeah.
I
dick.
didn't,
Yeah.
I didn't even watch it that much, and I wanted him dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I'm telling you, he was the worst. He was the
The
absolute
new
worst.
kid. The new kid to hate is Ollie. He was the last one to stop Jon Snow. Man, fuck
Yeah.
Ollie.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Every time I see
Yeah.
him, it's like, I hope this kid dies.
Yeah.
Behind, I don't even know what the hell's going
Like,
on.
I've
Yeah.
never hated a child so much.
Yeah. He turned on his boy, man. I ain't like that at all, man. I ain't like that at all. Anyway, I can't wait for it to come back, and
Disrespectful.
definitely we will do a recap. Now that Supergirl's over, we can just switch it to Game of Thrones instead. So, and we won't have to worry about spoilers either because it'll be the next day. So, moving on to some other news about shows coming back or actually getting put into production. Krypton is coming officially. It's been ordered as a pilot for sci-fi. The history of Superman's grandfather and the conflict that arose between that and the House of El and probably the House of Zod, or is Zod's a house? I don't even know if Zod is a house. I don't
Bro,
know.
bro,
Anyway,
I'm gonna stop right there.
Yeah.
Boo to that.
Why?
Because that's a story that does not need to be told. Nobody gives a shit about Superman's father. The reason why
His
you
grandfather.
like Superman,
It's his grandfather.
his father, the reason why you like Superman is because of Superman. Nobody gives a shit about his grandfather. Boo!
Here's the other problem. Here's the other problem with even doing a show like that. Granted, up a whole bunch of interesting little backstory about Superman's grandfather and whoever El and the House of El and the House of Zod and all of the other Kandor and all this other great happiness. You miss out on anything related to Superman's rogues gallery of villains minus Brainiac.
Hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
You get
So
the
are you really
creation
going to tell
of
me that they're going
Brainiac.
to do a whole season based on the Brainiac computer? Right. So you do the creation of Brainiac. It's like they bet what they're doing on Gotham, where it's like all of a sudden all these villains keep showing up. Superman, but, like, Superman's grandfather's dealing with like the
Lex
Parasite
Luthor.
or like Mongol.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it better not be
Yeah.
because it's like you're strictly on Krypton now. So you basically shut out like all of his rogues gallery. All of it. So
You shut out
what
everything
interesting
that
stories are you really going to tell about the scientists of
Yeah,
Krypton?
I think to me the most
Well,
interesting one of the
it's
most interesting
his
parts of Man.
grandfather.
Yeah, but one of the most interesting parts of Man of Steel to me was actually the Krypton part. I liked that whole thing. That whole
Hey.
thing was great.
Fuck Krypton, bring back Firefly.
Yeah,
Fuck
because I'm
Krypton,
sorry,
bring back
dude.
Firefly.
There's honestly, because again, how is that going to sustain for a very interesting story? You're talking about the
Honestly, I
guy
don't know.
who nobody. First of all, nobody even cared like Dadakuti said, nobody cared about Jor-El even that much. Yes, he's gotten more lore and things as time has gone on, but we're going even further back before Kal-El is even going to be born. So,
Here's
really?
the other
And
part
no
about
powers,
this.
bro.
Yeah,
You're
no
gonna
powers.
be watching Superman people, no powers. They're gonna be on It's
An
dumbest
advanced
concept
scientific
period.
race. No, look.
I'm sorry.
You know,
Here's the other
Dumber
problem.
than
Y'all don't even know if the
here's what
show's
it's gonna
good or
be.
not yet.
Yeah, right. I know they're hating on it
We're
before it
going
even
off-
comes out.
Hating for no reason.
Hey,
But-
look, I'm gonna tell you
but-
something. Would you play a freaking Super Mario game with Super Mario's grandpa fixing pipes? No.
They
If
played
you
the
don't
Super
give a
Mario
shit
game
about
with just
Super Mario's
Luigi.
grandfather,
What is
fix
that?
goddamn pipes. You want to play with Mario trying to get to the princess.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What the fuck you do? Oh my god, I got some shit clogged in this pipe right now.
Here, I'm for real. This is all Krypton. This is all
right.
Krypton is gonna be. This is gonna be a whole bunch of dudes walking around with robes and S's on their shirts, or I's on the shirts, or F for House of Frank, or whatever. And they're walking around, and it's gonna be San Angeles from Demolition Man. Fellow greetings.
God.
And all that. That's all
Fellow
it's gonna be. And every now and again, somebody's gonna get in trouble, and they're gonna have court, and they go show court, and then they go back to their homes.
Go to court.
That's gonna be Krypton.
All right,
That's
check
gonna
it
be
out.
Krypton.
All right,
I'm
look,
sorry, that's
look.
all you got to do.
Here we go. Check it out. Here's what I will say. Here's what I will say about Krypton. And Kahuna, you jump in here. Who's running the show? David S. Goyer.
Well, dead. Fuck it. Kill it.
Oh, and GQ's
There you go.
GQ is going insane over there.
And there you go.
There you go. David S. Goyer. Now I
Warner
can
Brothers
hate
highlight,
on this
dude.
show. Yeah, now
For
I
real,
can hate on this show.
Who is David S. Goyer married to, banging, or has
some
serious dirt on?
He's got some dirt on
Because
somebody.
him and Warner Brothers just like this. They will not let go. Why do they keep giving him work?
It's because you made me some money. You made me a little bit of money, so here you go. Here's something for you.
This is all that
Dude,
need to be said about
he made-
Goyer.
Go right ahead.
Y'all are
Exactly.
fucking haters.
Dude, he
oh my
made-
god.
Dude,
Ain't
Goyer
nobody
is
hate.
trash.
Ain't nobody
dude.
hate. You look at the past stuff, and you can tell what people are going to do. They're not going to change. In movies,
What do you do?
Goyer is
movies, what
trash.
makes money is what they're going to keep doing. If they think it makes money, regardless if it's good or not,
Yeah,
if it makes some money, that's what they want.
Goyer
Doesn't
is
Okay,
matter.
so give me an example of
Case
when
in
he's
point,
done. That's
Resident Evil.
trash.
They could have made some awesome Resident
Okay,
Evil
here I'll
movies,
break
but
it down.
Go ahead, GQ. Break it down.
No, exactly. But all right, Krusty. Goyer made Marvel money back in the day. He did Blade 1. He does a little bit of writing on Blade 2. Blade 3, the horrible one, he wrote and directed. So that Marvel was like, okay, you got to go. So they kick him out, and he meanders his way on over to DC. For DC, he did a little bit on Watchmen, if I remember correctly, or was he out of that one completely?
I don't think he was in that one.
Because I know. Okay, good. Because I know he did Man of Steel. I think he had a little bit of help in Superman Returns.
Man,
and
still
of course,
good.
Batman.
Excuse me?
Yep, I said
And
it.
then he did.
Whatever.
He did, as we all know, a big portion of Batman Superman, the boring parts. All the boring
Yeah.
parts, all Goyer.
That's all Goyer.
All the Batman stuff was Terrio. Yeah.
Yep.
That's not a good thing.
Yep. He did that Nolan trilogy, of which The Dark Knight
Yes, he
Rises
did.
was a part of. Here comes Megashawn.
Somebody-
Oh,
somebody play
he's
me
his
some.
biggest
Somebody
fan.
play me some epic entrance music. Damn it, GQ! It wasn't just Blade 1, okay? Blade 2, man. Blade 3, terrible. You forgot about Ghost Rider. Megatron.
That's true. That's true. That's very true.
He sounds out.
He said his piece and he was out. Love it. Said his piece and he was out. I give him props on that.
But he's out. He did do Ghost Rider itself.
Ugh.
Krusty, have you ever seen Ghost Rider?
With the god Nicolas Cage, yeah. I liked it.
Of course you did.
We gotta.
Wait, did she say the god?
Yes, you said the
Yeah.
God. We gotta
Hold
do
on.
something with
Okay.
this girl.
Wait. Did you like it because it was Nick Cage, or did you like it because it
Probably.
was the
It
movie?
was probably because of Nick Cage.
That doesn't count, then. You just you
I don't
a
know.
fan. You're
I
a fan.
didn't hate it. I liked
You're a
it. I think
fan.
I saw it in theaters. It was pretty entertaining.
Dude,
I
she
didn't go
would
to
she would have
sleep.
loved it. She would have loved that Superman Lives crap that he was gonna be on, man. Ugh.
Superman Lives.
Yeah,
Go
he's
watch
supposed
the
to-
Nicolas
documentary,
Cage was going to be
please.
Superman at one point in time.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have a whole bunch of memes of that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And you were looking forward to
Nicholas
that, weren't you?
Cage.
Just because you have memes does not make it acceptable.
I would have watched it. If it was
Right.
Nicolas Cage.
We got to move on. I can't take this no more. This girl has lost her mind.
Yeah, she has lost her mind.
Man, y'all fucking hate
Yo,
it.
man. You know what? I'm gonna give.
What is wrong with Nicolas Cage? Nicolas Cage is a national treasure.
You know what? I'm gonna have to give Krusty her
He won
props.
an Oscar.
I'm gonna have to give Krusty her props. She made GQ tap because man, she's like, I can't do it no more. I can't do
I
it
have
no
not
more.
tapped, but I'm looking at the time, and I want to talk about some villains. So
Okay.
she's lost her mind. Like
She may have crossed over into villain territory because man,
National treasure.
yeah.
We're gonna send Borat her straitjacket with some instruction, a couple of copies of Batman the
word?
Animated Series,
Oh, okay.
and some eye peeling, open them up and keep them open.
Okay.
We're gonna retrain your mind. This is
Krusty,
insane.
we about to rename Krusty D'Angelo Russell.
Who's that?
You about to meet Maroon on the island.
Oh man, that's terrible.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I know you don't. I know you don't.
Either
In any
way
case.
it goes, Pirates of the Caribbean, we're gonna leave you on an island, and you're gonna have to get back with some sea turtles.
With no rum at all.
I like Pirates of the Caribbean.
We do too.
What rum
However,
gun?
we're gonna maroon you on that island with no rum on it and
No
some sea
rum.
turtles.
None.
With Johnny Depp.
No.
No.
No Jack Sparrow either.
That sucks.
So anyway, moving right along, it's 10:30. We're going to talk about villains now. Villains pertaining to the best video game and TV villains. Everybody out there in Junkie Nation, we want you to chime in with who you think some of the best TV and video game villains of all time are, and I'll definitely bring them up in the chat. So let me start this round robin off with Mr. Video Game Man himself, the great Datakuchi. Who'd you put as some of the best video game villains or TV villains of all time? Sticking your wheels.
Gosh, out of the hundreds and hundreds of video games that I own, all of them have some kind of villain into it. But the freaking pick one to talk about right now, I'd probably have to go with Albert Wesker.
Wesker.
Because
Yeah.
Resident Evil 1, as you guys may or may not know, I like villains that get away with their plot. And Wesker did that. Resident Evil 1, that whole thing was a setup by him. People thought he was on their side, and he wasn't. And spoiler alert, if you remember Resident Evil 1, Wesker apparently gets killed by a tyrant, but as we all know, he did not die. We don't know exactly what transpired, if they put him with a different kind of virus that made him a super fucking just, beast of a villain. But Wesker got away with all that shit. He made money off of it. He did what he had to do, and you are stuck trying to get through zombie infested, monster infested, trying to save the president's daughter, killing off snakes and getting eggs. And stuff in Resident Evil 4, if you didn't understand what I was saying there. But Wesker is probably one of the best because he was maniacal. And then if I was gonna pick a two, I hate to try to pick things that are freaking popular.
No, that's okay. Let's worry about like we did yesterday. We'll make a top 5. Just throw out who you think should belong on the list. How about that? Sephiroth.
I like
knew he was gonna
Sephiroth
be there.
because again, he was one of those villains that he basically kind of got away with what the hell he was doing. Now, it's been a long time since I played the Final Fantasy VII, and I'm sorry that it's the green label version. My dumbass sold the black label version when I was stupid and young in my 20s. But I think he was pretty badass.
Yeah, we got a couple in the chat, and I'll definitely bring some of them up. Ganon from Legend of Zelda, definitely. Although we can make the argument, which Ganon are we talking about?
I think they're all the same Ganon, aren't they? Pig face and human face? He just turns into pig face. Because if you remember Ocarina of Time, he was regular face, and then at the end, he was kind of like a pig face horn demon.
and then he was regular Ganon in Twilight Princess. So
Yeah, I didn't finish Twilight Princess. I got the Wii U version sitting over there staring at me in the box.
it was good. It was a good game, man. Yeah, it was a good game.
Mm.
So and also Sage brings up Calypso from Twisted Metal.
Yes, I forgot about that because Twisted Metal, if you won, whatever wish you made, like I just remember, and I forget which character it was, but he wished that everybody could see his face. So he took Calypso, took his face and stretched it around the world so everybody could see him. Because like he kind of meant that he wished that he was going to be popular, that everybody knew who he was. And I'm just like, that's kind of fucked up. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on.
Definitely not. How do you want your wish to come?
Let's get this out of the way because I know she ain't got much to add. Krusty.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome, because I know you don't watch TV, and I know all you play is them video games. So would you say a villain for you would be Gary from Pokemon? Would that be your villain? Or how about Kaiba?
Gary?
Yeah, Gary from Pokemon. You know, Ash's.
Yeah, I know who Gary is. Why would Gary be a villain?
Because Gary was a rival. He always was a punk ass, man. That's why.
I hated Gary
okay,
so
how about
much.
how about then how about who's another damn cutesy stupid villain that you come up with?
What do you mean?
Go ahead and go. Just go.
We were just talking about him from Powerpuff Girls. Hello.
Not Rita Repulsa. I'm thinking of Rita Repulsa.
Rita
Repulsa.
Yeah. From TV shows? Oh.
Anywhere.
Ooh,
Anywhere.
Including video games?
Yes. Video games. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I shot to you for video games. Who would you do?
I would choose Sephiroth too. I mean, I kind of hated him. I always died. It got to a point where I just gave up and I let my older uncle beat the game for me. At one point, and then another one. I mean, and of course you have like Bowser from Super Mario. And you have that glove. You have that gloved hand from Smash Bros. I hated fighting the hand. I don't know why. And I don't know if you guys play RPGs, but there was this guy in Tales of Symphonia. I forgot his name, but he kind of, tricks you thinking he's like a loving little boy, then he betrays you, and I'm just like, I hate my life. I forgot his name though. Maybe somebody will be able to help me. Tales of Symphonia has to do with the blonde hair.
Nope, can't help you because we don't play JRPGs.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't play them anymore. I used to play JRPGs, but then when they just kept releasing the same game with different coats of paint, and I'm not talking about just Square, I'm talking about every JRPG was the exact same game, different coat of paint. I says, you know what, I can't do this no more now. But like for Kingdom Hearts, I pretty much like Kingdom Hearts, and the villain, I can't even remember what the hell the villain was. It was just like, it was so convoluted. I don't even know who the hell.
You had a ton of it, and I mean, which one?
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 is just way too many bad guys. I didn't know what the hell who's the main bad guy. I can't even remember his name.
I will be devastated if I lose your job.
I just got it.
Oh,
I forgot.
I got all about it.
Dang, I just had it too.
Like video game villains for the most part, most of them, like if you think like Bowser, I don't think he's a great villain. He's just there. Same thing with Dr. Robotnik. They're just there. They're not good villains. You didn't really.
Thank you for the follow, sir.
Thank you. We didn't really get a good Dr. Robotnik till that Saturday morning Sonic the Hedgehog came out because that guy was fucking evil and he won. That Dr. Robotnik was not trying to win. He had already won and taken over Mobius, whatever it was, and Sonic was part of the resistance that was trying to stop him. So you didn't see that until the cartoon. You never got that in the friggin' video games. Robotnik was just there.
He was the Emperor?
Basically, yeah. He had already taken the place over.
We are definitely
Ansem. That was his name.
Ansem, that's
Thanks,
it.
Scripts Exotic, for the follow. Appreciate it. We're gonna have to come up with, because we're gonna have a lot. I mean, because the chat is going wild on Twitch and YouTube. With
Well, let's
different
hear 'em.
villains. Yeah, I'm gonna bring some up. I'm gonna switch over to TV because we kind of been talking about. We've been talking about video games for right now. DS9, Gul Dukat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Golden
go.
Cow was pretty
Yeah.
good.
From Game of Thrones, Littlefinger.
I don't know what a little finger is.
Littlefinger is the guy that loved uh uh
His sister?
no, not his sister. No, no.
The Stark's
Yeah, the
mom.
Stark's mom. Yeah, the Stark's
Yeah.
mom.
Didn't she die?
Yeah, she died, and he was very upset about
In
that.
the show, but not the
Yeah.
book.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely.
She wasn't part of the Red Wedding in the book?
Yes.
She was, but then she came back as like the
Undead,
I forget what it was called.
something like that.
Yeah.
She was the
And she
something mother.
haunted
Something
somebody.
mother or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, I forget her name.
Okay,
Anyway,
whatever.
but here's one that is definitely on the list for me. Ramsay Snow. That dude is a bastard. He is a bastard, Ramsay Snow. God, that dude. Wow, I mean, really, man. He is a bastard. Okay, here's one. Who watches Sons of Anarchy? Gemma?
I watched Sons of Anarchy, and Gemma was a king. Terrible villain.
Okay.
That was her son, and I
Oh.
can't believe she did that shit
Okay.
to her son.
Okay.
Gemma was Peggy,
Oh
right?
boy.
Peggy
Yeah,
Bundy, that
yeah,
was
Peggy
Gemma.
Bundy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Peggy
voice
Bundy
of
was
your avatar there, Krusty, that was Peggy Bundy, and
Gemma.
it was Katie Seagal was Gemma.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm pretty sure that you guys out there in Junkie Land, I'm gonna start calling Junkie Land because we can't say Junkie Nation because
Yeah,
there's
we
already
sure
a
can.
website.
There's a website
We're not
for
giving
it.
them, but Junkie Land, that Gemma
That just sounds
killed,
weird.
spoiler alert, her son's wife, and then hid
Wait,
it from him.
what?
Yes, killed her son's wife, hid it from him, said it was somebody else. He went on a fucking rampage and started killing everybody. Then when he found out that his mom did that shit, of course he ended her life. But then
That was that kitchen scene, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
that was some fucked up shit.
Okay.
She was a fucking mega
Yeah,
bitch.
she was. Okay. Well, what about
Damn
these?
spoiler.
Who watched Breaking Bad? Gus Fring and Salamanca?
I don't know if Gus Fring was that badass, man. I think the biggest villain was Walter White. Because even though he was like the main character, that guy was not a good guy.
I got one.
Okay. What
I got
about
one of my favorites.
Go ahead.
Anybody watch Prison Break? Teabag.
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 I hate the name
Teabag
already.
was a motherfucker.
Hate
Yeah,
the
the
name
name was already
already.
fucked up. But
Hate the name
Teabag was a
already. Yeah.
motherfucker.
Okay. What about anybody watch Dexter? He said the Trinity Killer in Dexter.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. The Trinity Killer probably was a big time villain. What was his name? Played on 30 Rock. Can't think of his name. But you know who it is if you watch Dexter. But if you read the book, the second villain, I wish they'd have did this in a TV series. Everybody who I talk about Dexter, in the book, the second villain was way more evil, so bad that they could not put him in TV because what he did to his victims, he didn't kill him, but he basically played hangman with them, where he cut off every
Oh my god.
that could be cut off on their body, including pulling out teeth, cutting out your tongue, eyelids, ears, your friggin' limbs, everything, and he left them alive. Dexter called them a yodeling potato because that's what they were.
I remember when you were telling me about that.
Yeah.
When you were telling me
I wish they would have put that in the TV series, but that was way too fucked up.
The only time they ever came close to that, it wasn't on TV, it was in a movie, it was in Law Abiding Citizen. Because that's what was it Russell Crowe? Was it Russell Crowe or the other dude that played Law Abiding Citizen? Yeah, Gerard Butler. Yeah, Gerard Butler. Like when his family got murdered or killed, he basically did that to like one of the guys that did it. So,
it was John Lithgow. It was John Lithgow that you were thinking of.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Law Abiding Citizen. My favorite scene on that kill scene was when he was eating that steak and he took the T-bone and just went to work on old boy.
Yep. That was a very interesting movie, but Okay. Let's hear it. So,
Okay, let's keep on going. House Riley says Suge Knight as a villain, even though that's more like real life than anything else. That's real life more than anything else. Okay, what
Krusty,
about
what's your villain?
Azula from Avatar.
now she was a good one. Azula from
She was a
Avatar is a
pretty
good one.
good villain.
Yeah, she was a good villain. She was a
She
good
But
villain.
was cray cray.
I think she was pretty crazy. But my man in Legend of Korra,
Amon?
I think he was a lot. Yeah, Amon. I think he was a lot worse just because he was able to get inside the Avatar's mind, and not only that, he was able to freaking divide the freaking population against people who
Oh
had freaking
yeah.
powers. He was almost like an Adolf Hitler type character.
Yeah, but
Seriously.
you leave that anime for
I
the
think he
manga.
was modeled off of Hitler.
You don't want to talk about? I mean, it is TV.
Uh
It
huh.
is animated, but it's
Yeah,
TV.
it's TV. Okay, let's keep on going because I almost can't even keep up with all the villains. They're just throwing them out there right now. We got Gustavo Fring. I don't know which song, which show he's from.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Okay, Gustavo Fring. Gia Sedal from Marco
That was
Polo.
that was the old man.
David Robert Jones on Fringe. The Borg.
The Borg
Uh,
was pretty fucked up.
yeah. Let's see. Of course, from Jessica Jones, Purple Man, the Purple Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Purple
Oh
Man
yeah,
was
he was
kind
a
of a
damn
Kilgrave was
good.
an
Kilgrave was
asshole.
a damn good villain.
Yeah, he
Um,
was.
let's see. Barry from of course, Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash, damn good villain. Um, let's see. Barry from Archer.
Archer.
Barry from
Yeah,
Archer is fucking dick.
yeah. Omar
Is
from
that
The
the black
Wire.
dude?
No,
Mm-mm.
Oh,
it's the
Om-
robot.
yeah, Omar and Stringer
okay.
Bell from The Wire. I still keep needing to watch The Wire. I haven't watched The Wire yet. I still say I'm going to watch The Wire one day.
Oh man,
But
you need to watch that. That was
yeah,
good.
yeah. But Omar and Stringer Bell, they've transcended that show. I've heard about them. I've heard about them numerous times. Um, and Adabessi from Oz.
Never watched Oz.
Didn't watch Oz
Oh,
either.
oh yeah, out of BC. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, with that
Uh,
damn hat that would never fall off his damn head.
Bill the Butcher from Bill the Butcher Cunning. From that comes from House Riley. I don't know what show it's from. Um, Hand of Omega says the Shadows from Babylon 5. Um, and I think I've kind of caught up with a lot of the stuff that they're throwing out there. For those of you out there in Junkie Land, like I'm gonna be like Dadakuji, not say Junkie Nation anymore. It's kind of hard because man, it works. But anyway, out there from Junkie Land, oh, from Gangs of New York. Okay, cool. Um, Bill the Butcher from Gangs of New York. Um, Monday is going to be Anime Day, and we're going to do villains on that day. So save your anime villains for that day. Um, Okay. And going back to video games real quick, Heihachi Mishima was thrown out as well.
That guy was a dick too,
Yeah, he was.
specifically to his son.
Yeah, he
That
was.
I'm gonna throw you in the
was
volcano.
my dude though. I like playing with
Yeah,
him.
Me
yeah,
too.
yeah. Akuma, will we throw Akuma in this list for
Akuma
video
is a
games?
force of
Akuma's not a
nature.
villain.
He's not a villain.
He's not a villain.
He's not a villain.
Nope, never has been.
Okay, all right, fine. Oh, here we go. Ro D with more TV. We can tell that Ro D is a big TV fan because he's throwing out a bunch of TV villains. Frank Underwood on House of Cards. I can see
Oh
that.
yeah.
I can see
Oh
that.
my gosh.
Most definitely.
Who here has not watched House of Cards?
I've seen.
I
I
haven't.
stopped. I stopped just into the beginning of season 2 when
Yeah,
he
I haven't
when he
watched it yet
threw
either. I need to
when he
binge that.
threw old
Wait.
girl in front of that subway. I mean, was just like
Well,
boop,
I
just
was
like
trying
that.
to get to that
What?
without with a spoiler alert because Cisco
Man,
says he. But that right there, what I was gonna mention is
that was out
that was
cold.
probably the most shocking thing
Yeah,
I've ever seen
that was
watching
out cold.
TV.
That was out
Like,
cold.
holy shit, that was the
Yeah,
first fucking episode of season 2.
season 2. Yeah, that was out cold. I was like, damn.
Like,
Um,
damn.
yeah. Let's see. Uh, Ro D is a devoted fan. He made a list of villains. He came prepared. Okay, I like that. Everybody out there in Junkie Land, y'all need to step your game up. Uh, Real, because Ro D is putting y'all to shame. Hannah Vega says, um, He didn't want to miss this show for the world. Rod says, "Big ups to you, my friend. Big ups to you, my friend." Hannah Omega says, "Alan Alda's character in the Blacklist." Now, he was pretty good. He was pretty good. I love the Blacklist just in general principle. Um,
Oh
the,
yeah,
the
Blacklist is awesome.
yeah, Blacklist is awesome. In fact, I can't wait to get off of this show and watch tonight's episode because after what happened last week, whew. Anyway, let's not get
Yeah.
sidetracked. The Blonde Clone in Orphan Black. Now, see, that's another show I haven't gotten into yet, Orphan Black, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. Anybody else watch Orphan Black?
Isn't that an anime?
Nope.
No,
I
no.
never
So
heard
it's a BBC show.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Oh, that's just Orphan.
yeah. Yeah, you're thinking of Orphan, the magician. Yeah.
How about the smoking man from X Files?
The Smoking Man from X Files is a good one, my man. He's a good one, and the fact that that bastard is still around,
That
and
motherfucker is still alive.
still
What the
alive. I
hell?
couldn't believe that shit.
Smoking through his damn throat.
Yeah, man. With Annabelle Gish's character feeding him the cigarettes too. I was like, what? Anyway, Head of Omega with a throwback from Xena. He says Ares. Ares from Xena. I don't know. Ares became kind of a caricature, man, in that show. He did. Although I would say Callisto was actually not bad as a villain.
Fucking Linus from Lost was the
I'm
asshole.
gonna
Yeah,
go.
you know, Linus
I'm
from
gonna go with
Lost.
Lex Luthor from Smallville.
Lex Luthor from Smallville. Yes, sir. The best Lex Luthor we've
Million
ever
times
seen
better than
outside.
Eisenberg.
Yeah, that's true. That's
What about
very true.
Shredder?
Benjamin
All I
Linus
know
from
is
Lost,
cartoons.
dude. That
Let's see.
motherfucker was conniving.
Yeah.
Yes.
Andre does also seconds up saying Linus from Lost was a good one.
Yeah, man, that dude always had plan B, A, C, elemental P.
Hold up. Did Krusty just say Shredder?
Yeah.
Okay.
I totally threw that on the bus. The Uncle Phil version. Yes.
You know, you're talking about
Ooh,
Shredder from the live action
finally
Ninja
I'm
Turtles with
popular.
the female turtle.
Right. Let's see. What would you say? What'd you say, Dado?
I said because like we're not talking about cartoons. It's like she talking about the Shredder from Ninja Turtles, the live action one with the female titty turtle.
Oh no! I hope
Female
not.
titty
Ooh.
Yeah, they had a
Wait,
female.
Hold on.
what do you mean?
No,
We're not talking about
no.
cartoons? All I know is cartoons.
Anime
Not
is in
animated.
cartoons. That's separate.
Yeah, anime
Yeah.
and cartoons.
No, we didn't say
separate.
animated.
Yeah,
we said
yeah.
anime.
Yeah, we
Okay.
said anime. So
All I
Anime
like-
villains is a whole separate thing.
Yeah.
Angelica
So
from
you can talk
Rugrats.
No,
like,
Shredder
oh,
don't
hold,
Talk
hold,
cartoons, but not anime.
hold the freaking
Yeah.
phone. Hold on a
That's regular
second.
TV.
Hold on a second. This dude, Hooper Love 23. I'm gonna have to check you, sir. He said Tony
What?
DeMar from Days of Our Lives. This dude's throwing soap opera villains up in here, bruh. Soap
Hold on now.
opera villains, man. Come on, man.
Sonny from General Hospital was the truth though.
But he's not a villain anymore. You can't even say he's a villain. He's like the main character slash
He
hero,
was.
anti-hero of the show.
Was a villain, and he
Man.
was damn good at it back in the day.
Oh yeah, of course he was. But dude, anyway, House Riley
No,
says.
that's funny.
House Riley says Buffalo Bill. Quote, it puts lotion on his skin. Okay. Hand of Omega
That's
says
a movie villain. That don't
Yeah.
count.
Hand of Omega says Long John fucking Silver in Black Sails. Also known as Blackbeard, of course. Yeah. I can see that. What about damn, what was her name in
Hold on. How
in the
is
V
Long John
remake?
Silver also known as Blackbeard? Those are two different people.
Oh, I'm sorry. He said also Blackbeard. I'm sorry. He said also Blackbeard.
Say
Uh,
two different people.
Leverage has Sterling, who's not exactly a villain, but is a major antagonist. Let's see. We got who was her name? What was her name in oh, Jr. Ewing. Jr. Ewing from Dallas.
JR wasn't a villain. JR wasn't a
JR
villain.
would be the same classification as Sonny Corinthos, man. Come on, bruh. Really?
No, he wouldn't. Jr. was a shrewd businessman. That was it. He wasn't a villain by any stretch of the imagination. He was just a very shrewd businessman.
Well, shit, since you go into the primetime soaps dynasty, we can talk about what's her name?
Alexis
Alexis
Carrington. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Alexis Carrington.
Yeah, she was evil.
She was evil, man.
Awesome though.
Yeah, she was.
Role
yeah,
model.
she was.
Role model for young girls everywhere.
Yep. we wonder why a lot of them are like that nowadays. They learned it from the best. Okay. Hand of Omega tried to bring up Todd Manning from One Life to Live. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. I keep forgetting what her name from the V remake. What Miranda Baccarin's character from V the remake was. She was good. She was good villain, I thought.
Her nickname was Sexy because that's all of her characters are sexy.
Pretty much was sexy, yes, brother. Moriarty from Sherlock, the Benedict Cumberbatch version. The Daleks from Doctor Who. Daleks, whatever.
No, not whatever. Say it right.
Whatever. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Pay the price, he says. Okay. We're throwing out a lot of TV villains. Let's get back to some video games. Yeah. Go ahead.
They got me thinking about soap operas now. I'm trying to think about what was the one soap opera, the dude Victor.
Oh, that's Young and the Restless, I think.
Young and the Restless? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys knowledge the soap operas is suspect, but
hey, I have mom. I have a mom, bro. I have a mom. I had to watch this shit.
I had to record this stuff on my mom. So
Man,
I had
yeah.
back in the
didn't
day,
watch soap operas.
whatever you were recording, you had to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't watch that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis the Menace came on at 3 o'clock. That's what I wanted to watch back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
General Hospital came on at the same time, 3 o'clock.
And one VCR was in the house, you knew it was going to get recorded.
I'll go take a nap. I'm like, no, I'm not watching this stuff. I'd rather nap as a kid than watch soap operas.
I'll give you guys the ultimate video game villain.
Mm-hmm.
The Rinkas from Metroid.
The Rinkas?
Is that the pirate's name? Is that what they were called?
No,
oh, you're talking about those ring things when you fight Mother Brain?
NES Metroid.
You're talking about the rings when you fight Mother Brain?
Yes. Those were the worst villains in Metroid.
Fucking were
Mother Brain
annoying
didn't do
as
nothing,
shit.
just sit there. Exactly. Those were the worst villains in all of Metroid.
Okay. Tuba Titan brings up Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn would be a pretty good villain.
The Reapers from Mass Effect.
The Reapers seemed more like to me like a force of nature, because they were like always perpetuating the cycle, you know. But I mean, I can see that. But I can see that. I can see that.
Well, hold on. Do the Reapers have consciousness and do they think?
Yes, but not. I mean, they don't really interact with people.
And thought. Yeah, well.
Hooper Love 23 brings up Skeletor. Hand of Omega counters with Dr. Claw. Man, see, this list is gonna be impossible.
Hold on,
to
Dr.
do a top
Claw's
5.
problem was Dr. Claw had no quality control over his hiring. His human resources department.
Here we go again. He always
hired them same two idiots.
Here's something that we run into something really unique here, but he applies because he's in all 3 genres. The Joker has come up again from the Arkham games. He was in movies. He was in the comics. He's in the games. The Joker counts. The Joker definitely
he's in the
counts.
cartoons too.
Yeah. So,
and he was on a TV show.
And he was on a TV show. I mean, man, you can't beat the Joker, man. So you can't beat him. One of the greatest villains of all time.
Up in his anime. If Joker shows up in anime, then he's across all mediums.
Oh my god!
Come on, girl. You know
What?
you love you
It'll
some
be true.
Batman. You know you love you some Batman.
That would be crazy.
On the sneak tip, you know she be loving some Batman on the sneak.
Oh, don't hurt yourself.
She
Like
loves
Borat, dress up like Batman.
Don't hurt yourself with all this traction.
Yes, sir.
Baby Gotham.
Yes, sir.
Not for
Right.
him.
It's like you have to go save Gotham.
Oh, Jackie
No.
Jackie O from the original
Not
Ninja
turning my
Gaiden.
child into Batman.
Ro D brings up Jackie O.
Yeah. Jackie
D,
from
yeah,
Ninja
from the
Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden. Yep. Jackie
Ninja
brings up
Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden was its own villain. Damn it!
Yeah.
The game
Exactly.
was freaking hard as
Respawning.
stupid.
Respawning was the villain of Ninja Gaiden. That's all.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, it was. Ugh.
You know, I want to
Wow.
sit down and try to conquer that game. Still
Hold
trying
up,
to find
second.
Ninja Gaiden 3 for a cheap price.
Hand of Omega says Dr. Claw's nephew from the Gadget Show on Netflix is actually pretty competent. You actually watched that, man?
Of course he did. You should know the stuff that man watched. Tries to get me to watch Teen Titans Go. I said no.
Teen
Watch
Titans
Teen
Go
Titans
is
Go.
amazing.
Stop
It
it.
is
No.
amazing
Stop
It's
shit.
not.
Stop it.
No,
Just stop it. Just stop it.
you guys
Stop
are
it.
just.
Look at my legs. My legs are
confused.
so beautiful. I'm going to go around and stop being such.
How are you
a
gonna
freaking-
judge it
Matter of
off of
fact, matter of fact,
I've
you know
seen
what?
more than one.
Here's
I've seen more than one, but that one stuck out the most because you got the freaking melancholy, girl, always dark. Oh, I got beautiful legs. I'm gonna go around kick everybody's ass.
Oh,
right,
my
right.
Like, come on.
Here's the other thing. Warner Brothers is DC's ultimate villain right about now. That's the ultimate TV villain right about now.
That's true.
They green lighting stuff like Teen Titans Go and Krypton and all this other silliness.
Okay, what about
He's Howard.
here we go. Geese Howard. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Geese Howard. Yes,
Well, hold
sir.
on.
Howard.
No.
He's a lot more
If that's
evil
the
than
case, then
fucking.
you gotta-
He's more evil than M. Bison.
Don't you dare. Yeah, more evil than Bison, but Rugal was more of a hard ass than Geese was.
Yeah.
Rugal was
Rugal was pretty
annoying.
hard
Yeah.
ass, annoying as a boss, but I'm talking about Geese's character, the way he
No, Geese's
was.
character was hardcore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
What about Dido? Hand of Omega says you watched it and you enjoyed it.
I
Yes.
did not enjoy that show.
Hold
I
up.
told
I think
you.
Huna was gonna say something, but he jumped back in the cut for a second.
Yeah.
Huna was saying something.
Sage says, "What the fuck? Teen Titans Go is garbage." I wholeheartedly agree. Wholeheartedly
Yes,
agree, my
Sage.
friend. Yes,
You
Sage.
tell her. You tell
Totally.
her, Sage.
Totally.
You guys are
Um,
fighting your dehydration with haterade. It's all right.
Really? Okay. Here's a
Yeah.
couple more that we needed to ask. Of course, Tuba Titan brought up. He brought up M. Bison. Rao brought up Liquid Snake. Ro D brought up Revolver Ocelot.
Hmm?
Actually, Revolver Lancelot was cool, but he wasn't much of a villain.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
he was interesting.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah,
was the
he
first
was.
boss you killed. Well, you
Yeah.
didn't kill him, but first boss you fought.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about Slender Man?
Slender Man.
No one ever played
From-
Slender Man? Oh my
Slender Man
god.
looks boring as shit.
Are you kidding me? I
collect
almost
papers
poop
in
on
the
myself
woods,
every time.
and I'm gonna turn around and oh my gosh, there's a guy standing there. I mean,
I
did you
almost
say
Googled
Five
my
Nights at
entire
Freddy's in? Oh, Freddy's such a man. Jump scares are not scary.
Yeah, I agree. Hold
Are
on.
you calling me
How about Zeus?
From God of
From
War.
God of War.
Yeah.
Okay, I could buy that.
Yeah.
Because that was a hard ass fight too. He was annoying. But
does
Hades was my favorite fight out of that game though. Oh my god, beating the heck out of Hades was fun.
And yes, Sage also says the original Teen Titans is better, which it most definitely is. Exactly.
Teen Titans Go so good.
Still good. Whatever, bro. Whatever.
How's-
Anyway,
How's Mega Sean trying to say Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator? We ain't talking about movies, man.
nope, not at all. And
Sean?
I just reminded him of that. He
That's
says
not my
hogwash. He says hogwash. Anyway,
You should have been on yesterday.
yeah, should have been on yesterday, man,
And the day
or the day
before.
before. Yes. Hand of Omega says
Somebody brought
Wolfgang
up Dark
Krause.
Blade.
Hand of Omega says Wolfgang Krause. Nobody
And
mentioned
his
Dr.
video game
Wily.
character sucked.
Nobody mentioned
Dr.
Dr. Wily.
Wily is another one that's just there, man. I couldn't call him a great villain because
Yeah, he was misunderstood.
he sucks.
Okay. Sean Manning says
That's why he was
Serpentor.
misunderstood. I'll give him Serpentor because Serpentor was pretty cool.
Yeah.
However,
Ro D brings up the guy with the machine gun in Double Dragon and a Bobo.
oh Willie,
Mm-hmm.
Machine Gun Willie.
Machine Gun Willie.
Machine Gun Willie was pretty
Yeah,
badass.
he did.
Because in the second one, he was like, I ain't having any of this. He
Right.
just walked up and just
Have you
shot
guys-
her.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys played
Mhm.
Portal?
Yeah, I played Portal. Gladys.
What about
Gladys,
Gladys? Yeah.
Gladys was kind of a dick because, oh, I'm going to reward you with some cake. Yeah, you're going to get some cake. You get some cake.
Okay.
There
Yeah.
is no cake.
What about
She pretty much insults you the entire time. So.
Yeah.
what about Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street, the TV show? The little TV
I don't
show
even
that
remember
they
that
had.
TV show.
I
remember
remember
that.
it, but yeah.
I remember it, but I don't remember anything about it. Like, it didn't stick out to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Same thing with Friday the 13th, the TV show.
Because
Like,
neither one of them really had the major characters in them. They
Right.
were just named after the movies, but like Freddy showed up in the first episode to like introduce the show, basically, and that was it.
and that's dumb. He's
Yes.
the wheelchair man from Final Fight.
Wheelchair
Belger?
Man from Final Fight. Yes. Sage brings up Asher from Spartacus. That's another show I keep meaning to watch for obvious reasons.
Spartacus!
For obvious
Okay.
reasons.
Spartacus was good, but then I fell off
Obviously.
when my man died, and I never picked it back up.
Yeah. That part was tragic. Okay, it's after 11. Are we even going to bother trying to attempt to cobble together some kind of top villains or top
No,
most
you
memorable
can't.
villains? Yeah, we
Nah,
can't
not
do
for
that.
this one.
None of
Yeah.
these.
So many
None of these.
genres and everything. Yeah.
Oh,
Sway
here we go. Megashawn brings up Black Beetle from Young Justice. Meat. Dude was
Oh,
great.
wow.
Dude was great. I have to admit.
Young Justice was that deal.
Yeah,
Oh my
it
gosh.
was.
I
Yeah,
was
it
gonna say
was.
that dildo, but that sounds like kind of messed up.
That dildo.
Yeah, Darkseid. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna throw a Darkseid in there because he was in Justice League cartoon and he was awesome.
Yep, Justice League cartoon, Superman the animated series, so it counts. Okay.
Lex Luthor from
Lex
the
Luthor
Justice
from-
League cartoon.
Uh-huh.
1,000,001 times better than Heisenberg.
Indeed.
Oh my god,
yeah.
a million and one.
Yeah, indeed.
I'm gonna throw Megatron in there because Megatron was my dude.
Megatron was mentioned by Waffles earlier in the chat. Hand of Omega says Eric Cartman. Really?
He's not a villain.
Oh
He's
my
just a
God.
messed up kid.
It's a little douche.
Messed up kid. He's not really a villain.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him a villain either.
Respect my authority.
I still say him from the Powerpuff Girls.
I agree.
Trumps
Him
every
was cool,
villain
but
that he got.
Jojo.
Mojo
Jojo was
Jojo,
better.
he wasn't really a villain because when he finally won, he made Townsville like the best place to live.
That
Villains don't
means he
do
was
that.
a smart villain that actually took over and made things run smoother.
Well, that would mean Powerpuff Girls are the villains because they stopped from Townsville being the happiest place
Krusty.
on earth.
I've told you this before, but you're going to learn that many of the truths we cling to depend greatly on our own point of view.
Hmm.
What do you
Therefore,
mean?
the Powerpuff Girls can be evil from a certain point of view.
Okay.
Hey, you know
Well,
what?
yeah, they beat up animals.
Yeah, Megashawn in the chat says, speaking of your dark side pick, he says, shout out to our boy Dan Turpin. Shout out to our boy Dan Turpin.
Exactly. That episode alone. You know what? I hope to goodness, and this will redeem DC a little bit, if Willem Dafoe's character is Dan Turpin, and Darkseid shows up and blasts the hell out
that
of him,
boy.
just like he did in that episode.
Blast that boy.
If they do that, Batman Superman is partially forgiven.
Okay.
But they have to do it exactly the same way. It has to be like Darkseid comes in, Superman is like, kind of beaten down and hurt, and Turpin gets in his face, and he just kind of just doesn't even look at him, and fires the Omega beams, goes around a whole bunch of different people, boom,
Bam.
blows him out of existence. I would cheer in the theater if they do that.
Can you give a standing O?
They have to do it. I would
Ralph,
not give it a standing orgasm.
Ralph says Mr. Burns from The Simpsons.
He's just an old dude that's got,
Oh
he's
my
a
god.
Cranky ass
No,
old
I
man.
told you to cut
Okay.
those sides.
exactly.
Okay, here's
Exactly. He can't get none, so he makes people frustrated.
Tuba Titan 12 says we definitely need to. He seconds Eric Cartman because and then Hand of Omega says Cartman manipulated a kid into eating his own parents and then licked his tears off his face as he cried over it. That's pretty damn dope.
So
That's pretty damn dope. I
that's
ain't
not
gonna front.
villainous.
Yeah, that's pretty damn dope. That's
That's
pretty
not villainous.
dope. Okay,
Oh, Cartman.
Megashawn says Nimrod in the X-Men cartoon. I don't know about that one.
It's Nimrod
But
from my time,
Apocalypse.
from the future.
But Apocalypse, no question. Apocalypse in the X-Men cartoon, Magneto too, for that matter.
Magneto is not a villain for the last time.
um. Hand of Omega also says Cartman said he started a massive movement of quasi-racist gingers that almost took over the world. See, I could never get into South Park, so I really never cared. So
Yeah, South Park kind of jumped the shark. I don't know, years and years ago.
years ago. Trying to think of any other good TV villains before we get out of here. Carr from Knight Rider.
Oh hell no! The only thing cool about Carr is he had Peter Cullen's voice.
Yeah.
That was it. Other than that, I mean, he was a gray kid.
Yeah.
And Kahuna just left. Kahuna was like, "Forget it, I'm out."
Yeah. He's like, enough of you dudes. Would we want to put General Grievous for in there at all?
Oh, from Clone Wars.
Yeah.
You could do Darth Vader. Yeah.
We could do
No,
Vader.
I'm putting Grant Ward on my list.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
How
sir.
did we not remember
Yes,
him?
sir.
Grant Ward, yes.
Yes, sir. Just
I had
his.
him from the beginning, but y'all was
Yeah.
going on and on and on and on.
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
The Lich.
Grant
The
Ward,
Lich
is
from the
is
Lich
that
in Adventure
dude.
Time. Yeah, Grant Ward is
Yeah,
that
right.
dude. Grant Ward is that dude. Trying to think anybody else that was just fucking evil. Just evil just to be evil.
Cruella DeVille.
Are you talking about that live action
It could
ABC show, whatever? What was it
Yeah,
called?
once upon a time.
Yeah. Wasn't she in that?
Yeah, she was, but they also had a Disney show. Like 100.
You know what? If we're gonna throw it out there, Jerome from Gotham, because damn it, he was
Yeah.
freaking good as
Yeah.
a
Yeah, he
almost
was.
Joker.
Yeah, he was. Theo Galavan, I thought actually was pretty decent too.
Nah, Galavan, you
He
knew
just didn't have
was gonna buy it.
yeah. And you see what
Only thing I like
they're
about
doing now?
Galavan's
They're trying to
sister-
turn him into
Galavan's
Azrael.
sister, I know, but Galavan's sister all day, every day.
Oh yeah, she's hot. Yeah, she's hot. Hooper Love 23 says Spike from Buffy. I guess I can see that. I
maybe.
can see that. Maybe Angelus as well. Not Angel, but just Angelus. Angelus was a bastard too. Can't think of anybody else. Yep, I can't really think of anybody else. There's so many out there that we can name. I'm sure there's plenty that we didn't touch on the show, but we've gone over. It's past 11. We're gonna get ready to get out of here. Tomorrow, of course, is Free for All Friday.
No, it's
But
not.
it's not. Oh, that's right. That's right. We have very important business to take care of. I'm sorry, man. I'm so used to doing the show. I'm so sorry. We got a very important business to take care of, so we will not be on tomorrow. But just a few notes we want to pass on. Tomorrow is the last day for you to enter the contest. If you haven't done so already, please put your Junkie roll call video on Instagram and enter the contest from the link on our Facebook fan page. We'll be announcing the winner on Monday. Snuck it in at the last second. Hand of Omega came with Shere Khan from Tailspin. Yes.
I'll give him that.
I'll give
I
him
will agree. I
Yes.
concur.
Totally concur with
Babalu.
that. Yeah, totally concur. Ruthless businessman, that damn tiger. So yeah, guys, it's been a great discussion. A lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. And we want to thank everybody out there in Junkie Nation for, Junkie Land for participating.
Skip that. Junkie Universe.
Junkie Universe. Okay. We're going to be back on Monday with a new show. Of course, it's going to be the villains of anime this time. There's going to be no shortage of villains to pick from for that show. I'm sure Krusty will have plenty of, Boku no
I
Pico
will.
ones. I'm sure you'll have some Boku no Pico ones.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, guys, we're gonna get out of here. We hope you enjoyed the show. We wish you all a great weekend, and we will see you on Monday. Say goodbye to everybody.
Hasta la pasta.
Peace to my junkies.
Hasta mañana. Oh, actually, it's not mañana. Sorry.
Hasta la bye bye.
Hasta la bye bye.